People don't know I'm a big tanner. I like to go tanning, and I put on the Speedo and the goggles. Peyton Manning has been talking to people from the Psychic Friends Network. Brett Favre is the greatest player in the world. The team that wins the NFC Championship and the team that wins the AFC Championship, those are the two teams that have the best chance of winning the Super Bowl. I'm getting a little bit smaller, and there you go.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
One of the biggest reasons Mondays were such a gas for us this past NFL season was every Monday afternoon we had the pleasure of the company of Monday Night John, who joins us right now on Radio Row here at the Jacksonville Convention Center, site of Super Bowl 39. Monday Night John, it is so good to see you in person. You looked healthier than I would have expected.
Yeah, and it is it's Thursday Night John this week.
Thursday.
And usually I'm on Monday nights, and Monday Night John talking about Monday Night Football, but there is no more Monday Night Football. There isn't Thursday Night Football either, but this is the day that I'm here.
Monday Night John, your network, Fox, has come. I'm sorry, your former network, Fox.
Yeah, I am no longer there.
Has come under criticism for like 12 hours of pregame hype. Well, what do you think of the way the Super Bowl is presented on TV?
Well,
Too much?
The only thing I'm wondering is how many Ace Hardware ads here on it. I mean, if there's a few of those, I'm okay with it because Daddy gets resids. But I mean, you gotta have the best darn sports show. You gotta have all that kind of stuff. I mean, who doesn't need to see more Tom Arnold? And I mean, this is a great thing that you need, and the John Sally there. And I mean, these guys will broadcast it. I heard about the rundown. Actually, it's a pretty good rundown. In the the Paul McCartney interview bumped down the Caliendo segment about 5 minutes, but you don't want to follow the Beatles. I mean, nobody. They say never follow the Beatles, and now he doesn't have to. I hate them anyway.
It would be remiss on our parts if we didn't ask you. This city, Jacksonville, is getting lambasted by the national press. But Monday Night John, I'd like to know what your thoughts are about this fine city.
Somebody said to me, hey, take a look. It's got New York kind of weather. And I said, yeah, it has New York weather without the New York part. I mean, and that's the part that you missed. I mean, when you look, the downtown is a Subway sandwich shop and a two-story building. I mean, you definitely need more downtown to have something that makes it. What is a city? And a city is a place where people live. And this is a place where people live. But a town is a place where people live, too. And this is more of a town than a city.
Monday Night John, as a guy that never really cared about his look so much, you must...
Oh, don't cut yourself down.
How do you feel about Andy?
Oh, wait, that's me. You're talking about me. Okay.
Andy Reid has taken his team to 4 straight championship games. Now he has them in the Super Bowl, and all anybody wants to talk about is how out of condition the guy is.
Yeah, and they're worried about Andy. And Andy Reid is the guy who, I mean, I saw him out at the media day there, and he had a box of Twinkies and a box of cupcakes. He tried to figure out which one he wanted. And that was the exercise. Grabbing one, and put it back, and grab the other. That's what makes Andy Reid. It doesn't matter if he's not in shape. It matters how he can coach. I think he coaches a football team. I mean, the Super Bowl, as I said, is the only game where 2 teams play and one goes home a loser and the other is a Super Bowl champion. And if you're a champion for the next year, and everybody's looking for you, and the champions keep you got it, and that's what the New England Patriots are right now, is they're champions, and they're as good at champions as they are. The Philadelphia Eagles and that fat guy Andy Reid, did you notice? I just said that because I thought I'd get a laugh, but I didn't right there. But did you notice that every cop in Jacksonville thinks he's Andy Reid? I mean, everybody has. Every cop has a red mustache. He's losing a little bit of hair, and it looks like he just makes it into the squad car.
We had a listener call us out in a short while ago, said, hey, what are you guys making fun of Shelley Smith for? Have you looked in the mirror lately? And here he's talking about the national media going off on Andy Reid. You've been on Radio Row this afternoon. This is not a beauty contest.
No, yeah, you can see why everybody's on radio. I mean, there is definitely a reason. I mean, I had never thought I'd met Fred Flintstone in person until I met Jurkovich. And I saw him in his car and his feet go underneath. I'm looking for Barney Rubble, and then I said, hey, there's Harry. I mean, it's his friend Barney right there.
Is Romy here? Can we talk to Romy for a second? Would that be okay?
Just got done with my program, guys. Probably the best show in all of Radio Row. Do not speak. Okay, it's now your turn, Harry. Dude was called Barney Rubble a couple seconds ago. Hilarious.
And he looks like Barney. Romy.
Yeah, actually, yes, he does. Mac, more of a Barney than Harry. 2 Barneys and a Fred. Dude, I will trade you for 1 Betty and 1 Wilma.
Romy, the NFL channel. There's so much now. There's 12 hours of pregame on Fox.
Rich Eisen, hilarious.
Are you involved enough in the presentation of the Super Bowl?
Absolutely. I am on the outskirts. I'm like a satellite going around the earth. I am right there. I see everything that's going on, and I let you know it's happening. But guess what? I am not on the inside, so I can complain about it. That's great. Making fun of everybody. Nice job, everybody.
It's that pause. If I can ask for some football analysis, how do you stop Tom Brady and the Patriots?
You just don't. What you do is you hope that you can outscore them. These guys do not make mistakes. It's incredible. They are like a bunch of robots out there on the field doing the job they need to and getting it done. That's incredible. Okay, go ahead. Everybody a little bit too scared now.
I know how much you like baseball teams that just love to knock the ball out of the park, Romy. Both the Cubs and the White Sox lost corner outfielders this year. A lot of run production. They don't have any mashers. Can either of these teams get to the playoffs come October of 2005?
I think you guys are in a lot of trouble. It looks like there's going to be some difficulty going on in the baseball world in Chicago. The Windy City needs a lot more wind, and when you guys are at bat, please. If you're praying, if you are a person who prays, pray when your team is on offense because you're going to need it. Nice job.
Thank you. Peyton Manning takes a lot of flack because he's constantly audibling. He always wants to see the defense. He's audibling. He's not getting the playoff until
Pasty
the very
Manning, yes.
Yes. What if you were a quarterback audibling with your vernacular that takes listeners 3 years to understand? How would that sound if Romy was quarterback and
probably
audibling?
Pretty ridiculous. I'm going through my mind right now trying to think of some plays. Nothing is coming to my mind.
Well, the great thing about Media Day and the great thing about being here on Radio Row, we get all types of stars. And I see Pacino's coming.
Please tell me what the good thing about being
here,
Radio
take a
Row
look. Coming down. Al Pacino's coming down. He's pulling up
Guys,
a chair.
what's going on, huh?
Al, what brings you to the Super Bowl?
I don't know. They wanted me to do a new line of leather jackets like I wore in that football movie. Because coaches don't actually wear those. Nowadays, I guess they're wearing hooded sweatshirts. That is the style. When I coached in my movie, I looked like the Fonz on the sidelines. What play you calling? Hey.
Al, Michelle Pfeiffer in Scarface or Ellen Barkin in Sea of Love? Which was your favorite?
Give me Pfeiffer any day. I will take her. I'll go with her. Michelle Pfeiffer, the original Catwoman. Talk to me.
You're doing Shakespeare. The Merchant of Venice coming out.
Yeah.
How can you go from like being Corleone to Merchant of Venice?
It's easy. You yell more. You just scream. Hello, I'm a merchant in Venice. Dost thou protest? I think not.
Robin Williams is also here today on radio.
An amazing thing. Wonderful. I'm having so much fun, you know. I saw Goldberg earlier. Who knew? Come on. What's going on here?
Congratulations on the Lifetime Achievement Award during the Golden Globes. That's very befitting for you.
Sure, I know. I enjoy those things. Nothing beats putting a hunk of metal on your, trophy case. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, Jurko.
Oh, yeah, I love metal.
Of course.
Part of the metal shop here.
There it is. Yes, it is.
Aren't you a little young to get a Lifetime Achievement Award, Robin?
Well, I'm 600 now, so who knows? I'm beginning to look more and more like an elf. If you realize that, and then you're going to realize some days the man's a garden gnome, okay? And we're dancing. We're back, okay?
Do you have more hair on your body than John Runyon does?
Well, I might have more hair on my body than Snuffleupagus does. You know what I'm saying?
How is the future of comedians, these young, talented people we see on Fox every Sunday, like Frank Caliendo, how is the future of comedy on TV?
If it's going by Frank Caliendo, we're in trouble. You know, we're in a rut. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like going into a tailspin in one of those, fishtailing in the middle of a winter storm. You don't know where you're going, and you're just hoping you get back on track. Spin to the right, go to the left. You're back okay.
Like a snowstorm in Charlotte. People just don't know how to drive.
Yeah, not sure what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
We should tell people that every Monday night when we visit with Monday Night John, it's really Frank Caliendo, who you know from Mad TV, and
definitely not. Don't know him.
We appreciate every Monday you visiting with us. It's so funny, and since we've known you become like the football expert, dude.
Yeah. Someday I'll actually learn about the game. What do they call it when the center
the snap
gives? Oh, that. No, how bad would it be if I just knew absolutely nothing?
It wouldn't make a difference. I mean,
no, because they don't mad with man.
Did you ever expect that? Everybody trying to find avenues of how to become famous. Did you ever think that Jimmy Kimmel giving you a chance to come on there, giving you that exposure, that's the way it would happen?
Yeah, that was where they originally saw me do the Madden and then the best darn sports show ! Or whatever it is. That's where they saw me do all the other stuff, and then they thought, hey, get him going, and so. Madden's always going to be the thing that everybody goes to first, and then now that George W. has gotten bigger, Thank none of you for voting for me. I'm glad to be re-inaugurified.
Do voices come easy for you, or do you have to work your ass off at it?
Sometimes they do, but sometimes it takes a lot of work. They get better and better eventually.
Were you like the geeky kid talking into a recorder when you were 10 years old doing that stuff?
Geeky adult doing that.
Yeah.
A little bit, but it's work. It's like people don't understand it doesn't just pop out. You have to just keep getting it going and working. John Madden 3 years ago is a lot better now than it was then by far. So the voice itself, but people actually get it confused when they hear me.
Now, you've talked to us before about your relationship with Madden. Everybody in America loves your Madden except John Madden.
Yeah, he still doesn't like me. So I don't know if this is true. I actually heard that on some primetime show, it might have been like King of the Hill or something. Now I don't know if this is true, and I'd love for somebody to tell me if it was. That like Bobby Hill or something goes, "You're almost as funny as that guy who does the John Madden voice." If that's cool. Real, that would be the greatest rip I've ever had. But I don't know if that is true. But somebody told me they heard that, and how people, there's only one person that ever told me about it, so I don't know if it's true. But.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. We'll get that. Get our guys back at the shop. We'll get on that, and we'll find out whether that happened or not.
Well, when are you coming to Chicago? When can our listeners come out and see you?
We're working on it, trying to figure out a time, and I'm sure that I'll let you guys know so I can whore it out big time.
Absolutely. Let us know. We'll put the word out full blast.
Definitely. Awesome.
Frank, thanks a bunch.
Phenomenal show, guys. Probably the best part of this bit was me. Epic.
Hilarious.
The very talented Frank Caliendo with a cast of thousands. Mac, Jurko, and Harry.